Yo, what's up guys, Goblin here, welcome to this new episode. In today's video, we're going to be playing in the new global tournament we just started today, pushing up as high as possible, while giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to perform well, what to kind of think about while playing this tournament. It's a very interesting format because each of you guys are going to have the same exact deck. So as you guys can see here, just showing as an example, we're going to have the same exact 8 cards. And honestly, some of the decks, or actually most of the decks, are always going to be like super off meta and super kind of strange deck. So first of all, very important always when you start the match, okay, look at what 8 cards you got and think about already in your head when seeing the deck, what are some cards which can get kind of annoying. So for example here, I saw that there's no spell available. Skeleton Barrel is most of the times going to get a little bit of chip damage. Most of the times it's going to be a pretty annoying card for the opponent to deal with. I guess we do have the Delivery, which now thinking about it is also a pretty decent spell to have against, for example, the Skeleton Barrel, but it's kind of hard to time. So I would say that you could consider it as a solid answer, but it's still not going to be like a super consistent counter, especially if you manage to pressure well with the Skeleton Barrel. So we're facing a very interesting mirror deck here. I think I'm gonna pressure the right side with Elite Barbarians because he's gonna be forced to spend Elixir on the right side, probably his own Elite Barbarians, or in this case he goes with a Delivery, but the E-Barbs of course are gonna take care of it, gonna deal a lot of damage. But my main thought process behind the E-Barbs at the bridge on the right side were to make him spend Elixir, to then afterwards have an easier defense ourselves. So let's actually go with a Delivery here, both first on the Sparky, then afterwards Mirror on top of the Skeleton Barrel. I think that should be able to deal pretty well with both of the troops. In this case we defend perfectly, we're not gonna get any counter push out of it, but honestly after taking already his right side tower, this is an amazing situation for us to be in. And also, by the way, I think I didn't say it, but each deck is gonna have one evolution, so there's no double evolutions, it's only one evolution in each match. Okay, let's go with Ice Golem here. I think I'm just gonna respond with my own recruits. Good thing for us is that the Baby Dragon is actually being targeted by the tower, so that's gonna help us take care of the defense, I would say a little bit easier. And let's keep it under pressure by going Skelly Barrel here. You guys are probably gonna see, well, he didn't even use a single Delivery on defense against the Skeleton Barrel, but I think it's also gonna be pretty hard for him to time it well. So as you guys can see, Skeleton Barrel definitely the MVP of this match. And what did I say a few seconds after seeing the deck? That the Skeleton Barrel was gonna be extremely key. So always try to kind of think and instantly look, okay, does he have really good answers against, for example, the Skeleton Barrel? If the answer is no, then focus on this card. Let's say in another deck, does he have really good answers against, I don't know, just an example, no big spell, maybe we can stack up, or no spell at all, maybe we can take advantage of a minion horde, like just a random example. Try to always think about the most important cards, looking at the deck right after the game shows the deck to you. Okay, I think instead of going with Delivery, I don't think we need to, because yeah, I was about to say that we still have the double Baby Dragon alive, so let's go with E-Barbs here at the bridge. And if you guys look at how dominant we are in this match, just based off the first couple of seconds after seeing the deck, realizing, okay, our key thing is going to be focusing on the Skeleton Barrels, well, of course, trying to defend as good as possible. In this case, the splash cards are really important. Baby Dragon, mirroring Baby Dragon, every match is gonna have a mirror, so always try to mirror the card where you can get the most amount of value from. Sometimes it's gonna be defensive, sometimes it's gonna be offensive, but just like that we secure our first victory of the video. See you guys soon with match number 2. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into match number 2, and you guys could already see right there the deck, so definitely gonna be an interesting matchup here, interesting deck. I didn't really see any spell, I believe there's no spell available, so the Rescos are definitely gonna get a lot of defensive value. I feel like in general the Electro Giants sometimes defensively could act in some situations as, for example, yeah, a defense, like a spell to, for example, take care of, let's say, like skeletons, Rescos, or whatever. And I also recommend, by the way, not necessarily to always start your match. Like, don't, in my opinion, don't start the match if you're really trying to, like, fully try hard this game mode. And if you're trying to maybe get, like, the E mode, like, try to get a really high finish, I would suggest, and this is just my personal preference, but I think also most of the people who've played this game mode and finished high, most of the times being the first to attack and being the first to play is actually gonna put you in a disadvantage. So this might be a little bit boring for you guys. I'm actually gonna wait for double leaks. I'm not sure if I should be cycling Rescos, I guess, or not Rescos, I guess recruits, because it is our only evolution, and this way we can cycle towards the evolution right away. What I don't know, by the way, is if we have the same exact cycle. That's actually a good thing. Like, think about it now. Do we also start with the same exact cycle? I guess so, right? I'm honestly not sure. If someone knows, comment down below. That's actually an interesting thing to know. I didn't really think about it, to be honest. I know that we have the same exact 8 cards, but I didn't really think about us having the same exact cycle. So I guess, yeah, getting closer and closer to double elixir. I do want to apologize if this is boring for you guys, but honestly, I'm gonna try and do my best to go undefeated in today's video, try and perform as well as possible, and hopefully maybe get to, for example, 15 wins without losing a single match. That would honestly just be amazing. Okay, so definitely an interesting deck here. As I said before, no spell as far as I can remember. I think I only saw, yeah, mirror, which of course is always the spell in your deck, but no like actual spell. As in, okay, he goes with E-Giant here. Okay, I think the E-Giant, I mean, it's not a bad play, but not having Tornado, not really having anything to kind of support it. I think we should, I know there's Delivery. Okay, once again, Delivery as a spell. I didn't really see that before. Okay, let's go Rescos here. And I'm gonna try and DPS down the E-Giant as much as possible. Okay, let's go with Electro Giant towards the left side. And I think here, I go with E-Giant because I know that he just cycled his Rescos. I know that it's gonna be kind of, yeah, annoying for him to deal with the Electro Giant. So let's go with the Phoenix here towards the left side. I think we can probably even keep out the pressure here by going Recruits as well. And let's see how he's going to deal with both of the lanes. I'm going to try and pressure as much as possible. Right side especially, because I feel like he's going to be more focused on the lane where the Electro Giant is than the lane where, yeah, we don't have the Electro Giant in. Okay, nice. E-Giant is getting a decent amount of damage. We are going to be careful here with the counter push, but I think we should be fine. We have a skeleton army. We can go with our... No, we can just go with the E-Giant in the back again. I'm actually going to go E-Giant right side this time. Why? Because he still had the Rescals, he still had the Phoenix there. I was expecting him to maybe pressure with something in that same lane. Okay, let's go with the Phoenix right now. And what a strange deck this is. Honestly, I don't even know what is going to be the key here. I think I'm just going to cycle from the back. Yeah, let's go with Rescals here. Let's go with another set of Rescals right now to start DPSing down his Electro Giant. And honestly, we need to be careful with giving him like a really good delivery value. So I'm going to pressure the left side, forcing out probably a delivery from him. And then this way he's not going to have the delivery. Well, I guess he has mirror, right? Yeah, he might actually mirror here. Yeah, that would be a really nice mirror by him. Okay, well played to him. Honestly, that's a really, yeah, good mirror by him. Let's go with a Phoenix on defense. Let's go with a delivery. Let's go with our Rescos here. And I guess we need to go with a Demolisher as soon as possible, because if not, the Skeleton Army is probably gonna, yeah, overwhelm us a little bit. Okay, so overall situation is, I would say, pretty good. Honestly, these mirror matches, by the way, are often very chaotic, and sometimes it's not necessarily always that the best player wins. Like, sometimes there's just some situations, some matchups which are very, yeah, crazy. But I think overall we're doing a really good job so far at pressuring and defending. Let's keep the pressure here by going Skeleton Army. Electro Giant is getting a lot of value. Let's go with Rescos here to defend the right side, and look at the amount of damage we're getting on the left side tower, guys. Okay, I think that, yeah, also I think that is gonna be game over. The Demolisher was actually able to take care of the left side tower. So, I don't know, man. Like, honestly, this game mode is very, very interesting. I think the most important thing is to just always, like, visualize, I think is the word I'm looking for, whenever you see the 8 cards you get as a deck, to say, okay, there's no spell. In this case, besides delivery, Rescos are immortal. Like, honestly, the Rescos, impossible to kill them unless it's on your side of the field. So always kind of think about, okay, what is going to be an important card to focus on? And for example here, seeing this deck, I think being more defensive and then afterwards probably going on the counter attacks is going to be better than instantly going for the Hawk Riders. Let's see what happens though, but I think at least going offensively most of the time is not necessarily like the best play. Okay, let's see. He does have a pretty solid defense. Unfortunately for us, the Demolisher is not splashing on top of all the troops, so that is going to be, yeah, not that much damage for us with the push here. Let's go with a Baby Dragon, and I guess I'm just going to let the Ice Spirit jump. Why do I let the Ice Spirit jump? Because I know that he has Hawk Rider. Honestly, Ice Spirit in some situations is very key against the Hawk Rider. Okay, so I would say that the main cards to kind of think about as well in this matchup is definitely going to be the guards, because guards, honestly, DPS down the Hawk Rider, very important. Did you guys notice the difference, by the way, between me spending the Ice Spirit there against the Hawk Rider rather than defending the Ice Spirit? Ice Spirit jump is what, like 100 damage. Hawk Rider hit would have been way more damage. So always kind of think about, okay, should I be really spending that extra elixir, or should I, for example, keep it against his win condition, which in this case is going to be, which is the Hawk Rider. Okay, guys, so also another thing I noticed is there's no Baby Dragon counters. Like, there's no Mega Minion. The only Baby Dragon counter is the Baby Dragon itself. So I think the Baby Dragon is also going to be a pretty, yeah, important card right here. Let's actually go with a Baby Dragon towards the left side, trying to take care of his Demolisher. And then I wonder, okay, let's actually cycle another Baby Dragon here. I think Baby Dragons are definitely going to be pretty important in this matchup. Okay, let's go with the Ice Spirit evolution here towards the left side. And let's then also go with a barbell here. Nice. Please take care of the Demolisher. Oh, Demolisher is able to get a connection. Okay, we need to be careful. He's playing this, in my opinion, very aggressive, which is somehow working out well for him. But I think being patient is also going to be very key in this matchup. Trying to overwhelm at some point with, for example, the Baby Dragons. Okay, let's go with the Demolisher first. I'm thinking what I should do. Honestly, as soon as he maybe cycles his guards, we can maybe pressure with, for example, Hawk Rider opposite lane. Okay, let's go with Baby Dragon here. Let's go with the Ice Spirit up high. Let's go with Barbell here as well. And he's being very aggressive in my opinion. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know about him being so aggressive. Let's see if it works out. But in my opinion, he shouldn't be playing that aggressive. Okay, unfortunately, the Baby Dragon of him is staying alive. Let's go with our own Baby Dragon here as well. And what a strange deck this is. Like, honestly, most of these mirror matches turn into very, kind of strange matchups. Okay, we need to be careful with the Demolisher. Let's go with a Barbell here. Off to the side. Let's go with a Demolisher ourselves. Let's go with guards here as well. And let's, I guess, wait a little bit. Probably go with a Baby Dragon. And then I'm going to finally go with a Hawk Rider myself. I've been playing this very patient, I know. But I think it's pretty key to wait for the right moments to go in. So I think this Hawk Rider is going to get a lot of damage. Very good timing for us. And just like that, we are going to be back in the damage lead, guys. So, in my opinion, important to be patient. I guess some people like to play offensive, like this opponent is, for example, doing. I don't know, it's honestly up to you guys. But I think in mirror matches, most of the time, the person being, more patient is also, generally speaking, the person who wins. Okay, Evo Ice Spirit here, Demolisher, Guards plus Baby Dragon to DPS down the Hawk Rider. And then once again, I'm going to go for my Hawk Rider. Going on the counter push rather than me being first. The one attacking, and I think it's gonna work out pretty well here. Once again, Hawk Rider getting a connection on the left side tower. Let's see what is he gonna do to counter push, but I think we should be fine. As long as we are not overspending on offense, we're always gonna have good elixir to defend his counter pushes, to defend his pressures. And if you guys noticed, in single elixir he was being so aggressive, he got some damage. But now in double elixir and even soon hitting triple elixir, he's not really been able to get any type of damage. So also kind of key point there to show that it's not always the best thing to go very, very offensive. Okay, talking about going offensive, I'm definitely going to pressure here with the Baby Dragons. Let's go with the Hawk Rider offensively. Hawk Rider is able to get a connection, so that's good for us. Let's in the meantime, I guess, have the Ice Spirit ready. Not sure if the Dark Prince, now it's not even going to get a connection, but anyways, rather safe than sorry. Let's go with the guards here on defense as well. And let's cycle another Baby Dragon. Okay, and I told you guys, Baby Dragons are going to be very key. I told you guys that the Baby Dragons are going to be very, very key. Let's go with a Baby Dragon here. Let's go with a Barbell as well. Let's go with a Demolisher here off to the side. Let's go with guards to DPS down the Hawk Rider. Hopefully the Demolisher, nice. Demolisher is not going to get a connection. And once again, first defending, then afterwards going offensively. And I think that should be pretty much good game. There's only 15 seconds left. I don't really see how this guy is going to break through our defense. We can go with a double Dark Prince here to DPS down and splash on top of everything. Let's go with a Demolisher. Let's go with Ice Spirit. Barbell on defense as well, and the Hawk Rider is not even going to get close to a connection. So I think his only damage was in single elixir, where I was telling you guys, like, wait a second, this guy's being so aggressive. I guess it worked out a little bit for him because he got some damage and he was at some point in a damage lead. But then afterwards, our playstyle, just much more consistent. Try not to overcommit on offense, try to first secure your defense. Afterwards, make sure to get your counter pushes. And just like that, we secure another victory. So 13-0 right now. See you guys soon with the next match. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into the next match. And ooh, this is going to be an interesting one. And by the way, Nova. Okay, this is not Elsiop because that's definitely not how you spell it. But still an interesting. Okay, he goes for the Royal Giant in the back right away. That's an interesting decision here because we do have the Inferno Dragon. And honestly, Inferno Dragon is going to be very key. We need to be careful though, because he does have the Rescos. I guess if he goes Rescos, we need to cycle. Yeah, we need to cycle as soon as possible to the lock. Okay, let's go lock now, and let's go with our own Rescos here. So maybe not the best thing to cycle the Inferno Dragon right away into the Royal Giant. I guess it's better to keep it a little bit more, how do you say, on defense first. Okay, let's, I guess, go with a Giant here to kite his Inferno Dragon. And man, what a strange deck this is. We only have like 3 defensive cards, which is the Bomber. I guess the Electro Spirit, you could count it a little bit. And honestly, the most important cards is definitely the Bomber. And then the Inferno Dragon and the Rescos as well. Okay, nice. Seems like the Giant is going to get a little bit of connection there. Bomber getting great value, killing both his Rescos and also the Bomber he used. And then I think we need to be careful with cycling the Inferno Dragon, because as soon as we cycle Inferno Dragon, he's just going to... Okay... Let's honestly wait a little bit. He might activate the King Tower. I don't think it's gonna matter that much. Let's actually go with a Royal Giant here, plus an Inferno Dragon, and we can then afterwards mirror the Inferno Dragon. Okay, nice. Why did I go with Inferno Dragon like that? He didn't have the Electro Spirit, and I knew that he was gonna go with his Inferno Dragon, and now we can just mirror it to take care of his Royal Giant, while our Inferno Dragon is still forcing out Elixir and also still gonna take his right side tower. So honestly, Inferno Dragon getting so much value on the right side. In the meantime, the left side Inferno Dragon is also gonna pretty much take care of the entire push, and it might even be able to get a lock. I think he is gonna... Okay, looks like he goes with a Inferno Dragon last second, but man, the Inferno Dragon gets a lock and deals so much damage right there, down to 1243 HP, and I think that should even be us going in for another push, because Inferno Dragon out of cycle, unless he mirrors it, but I assume he's gonna lock. There you go, there's the lock. Now he doesn't have it in cycle, he's gonna probably Rescos, but this is gonna be game over already, guys. Yeah, there you go, there's the Rescos. He has nothing in cycle besides that. He might even try to mirror, but looks like he doesn't. Looks like it's dead. He just goes for the bomber, and this is gonna be tower down on the left side. So do you guys kind of understand the point I'm trying to make about visualizing? I'm not sure if I pronounced the word right, but thinking about what is the most important card. Like here, of course, the Inferno Dragon is so important. Rescos aren't great because the lock is available. If there was no lock, probably the Rescos would have been the most important card. But here, having no Zap, no Fireball, nothing to reset the Inferno Dragon, only one Electro Spirit. As soon as that Electro Spirit is out of cycle, Inferno Dragon is just so strong, and honestly, such a good card. So 14-0 so far. See you guys soon with the next match. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into the next match. I'm not sure if I think you guys should be able to see the deck always. As soon as I get into a match, I start talking, I start recording again. So okay, looks like this guy goes with a Royal Giant, and I'm telling you guys, do not... I mean, maybe it's gonna work out for him here, but honestly, I don't think so. Like, in my opinion, talking from experience, talking with other players, they always are like, you should not be attacking, you should not be going that offensively. So let's see how it's gonna work out for our friend here, but I think it's not gonna be the best decision he made. Let's see what happens though. Okay, let's go with Electro Spirit here. Unfortunately, our Phoenix did go quite high, so his Phoenix is actually gonna pretty much clean up the entire push, but it's still gonna be a decent counter push for us. Ghost is still gonna force out some more Elixir, and honestly, I might even be able to just go with Royal Giant at the bridge here. I don't think he has much Elixir right now. His cycle should not be the greatest either. Just with a Ghost, in this case, he's gonna try and defend, but the Ghost itself is not really gonna be able to get DPS down on Royal Giant quickly. It's actually not that great of a counter. So very good, recognizing the situation of the match, recognizing, hey, he just spent a lot of Elixir. I think I can just go with a Royal Giant at the bridge right here. Ooh, bad barbell by me. Okay, I shouldn't be looking at you guys who are also playing. Let me actually lock in and fully focus right here. Okay, looks like he goes with Giant Skeleton. I think we can just mirror that play, honestly. If he goes with a Royal Giant opposite lane, we should be able to DPS on the Phoenix. So, for example, in this match, if you guys would ask me, yo, Search, what is the most important card of this match? I would definitely say it's the Phoenix, because Phoenix is just so good at DPSing down. Okay, let's actually go with a Phoenix here as well. We should be fine, even though his Phoenix... Okay, he does go with a Mirror. I mean, that's fine, honestly. The bomb is gonna help us so much. I'm gonna mirror our Phoenix just in case. But I think the bomb itself and an Electro Spirit here off the side is gonna clean up everything. He does... I was about to say that he does have an opportunity to pressure opposite lane, which is gonna be a pretty good push, actually. But I think we still should be fine, because now we can go, as soon as we hit double Elixir and 6 Elixir, we can go with our Royal Giant right side. And I think he should not have the easiest time defending both the left and the right side, because he's gonna Barbell. Exactly. Barbell is not gonna be available for the Phoenix Egg. Phoenix Egg is gonna revive, and the Royal Giant in the meantime is going to deal a lot of damage. Maybe even take the tower. Nice. Okay, takes the tower. Amazing push right there. Really, really well played. He even says well played, so let's give him the thanks. Really, nice. Once again, read of the match, read of the situation. And I think, honestly, this might just, be him. Oh, no, I was about to say, this might just be him giving up. But looks like he's not gonna give up anyways. Even if he doesn't give up at this point, it's game over already. Honestly, as soon as we saw that he made some mistakes in single Elixir, took advantage of it, it was pretty much game over already. So, look at the difference, guys. Like, look at his towers, look at the situation of the match. Just by thinking about, once again, okay, what is the key card? In this case, Phoenix. And also another thing which also definitely put him in a big disadvantage was the fact that he started off first play with Royal Giant in the back in a matchup where, honestly, Royal Giant should only be played at the bridge as soon as you know that his cycle, or in this case, you can get some good value from, for example, Phoenix on a counter push. So Really nice video, 15-0 in the mirror match. Hopefully you guys could learn something from today's video. If you guys have any questions, always feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. We're actually only 3 wins away from the top 50 in the world, so that's a really good start. Remember guys, if you guys want to try and finish high in a global tournament, do not play all your matches in the first day. Try to get 10-0, 15-0 like us. Wait to, for example, tomorrow, and then tomorrow you continue again. Because I feel like all these players who are trying to play and get high, most of the times are not gonna finish great because it's a 4-day tournament. So that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.